Wanted to bring you some new information on something that caught my eye this weekend. So right now, reportedly in New York City, most types of crime actually down as people are following that stay-at-home order. But there are a couple of prominent examples of major increases. In particular, commercial burglaries are up 75% right now. And look, this is something we're just kind of have our eye on at this point, but this follows trends that we're seeing in a few other cities as well. In St. Louis, Missouri, reportedly vehicle theft is up about 47%. Minneapolis burglaries appear to be up. In Houston, burglaries appear to be up, and in West Palm Beach as well. So again, most types of crime overall are down, but this is something that we have our eye on.
We should keep our eye on this because this is kind of, you got to track to make sure that these things don't get out of control. And one of the things that we'd seen is the NYPD, had a huge amount of people that were out on sick leave or been infected in coronavirus. We spoke on the show today with a firefighter who says that, we have thousands of them who are in quarantine and hundreds who have tested positive for coronavirus. And that when you have a lot of these cities, places like Philadelphia, which basically openly announced, like, look, we're concentrating all of our resources on the outbreak and on first responders and not necessarily on crime. But these are the types of interlying things where if you don't get a handle on this quickly, then it can begin to spin out of control. So again, we're not trying to sensationalize this. It's just a possible thing that you can look at. You saw similar phenomena during the Great Depression. It might just be a side effect of when you have the economy all shut down, when you have businesses sitting empty with all this merchandise.
And people who are increasingly desperate, frankly.
That's actually the real thing, is that when you have people who are increasingly desperate, it's why it's so important to get people, back to work, make sure that these checks are going out so that people don't feel desperate, having to commit crime or put people in that type of situation. So it's a dual-pronged law enforcement approach and making sure that people are not, making sure that people are not in such dire straits that they feel compelled to steal.
That's exactly right. And I mean, look, the reality is, I think we all recognize at this moment how fragile our society is. Government isn't exactly meeting the challenge, meeting the need. People are really nervous. They're not their best selves necessarily right now. Some are. I mean, we see many rise on the occasion to help them, their friends, their families, their neighbors, et cetera. But it's a tense time, and so it's just something we wanted to take a look at. Put the numbers out there, as Saagar said, not to sensationalize, just to have it in mind, keep an eye out for as things continue to progress.
Yeah, keep an eye on it and stay vigilant and stay prepared. So,
thank you all. We'll have more for you after this.